Tonight on DC News Now, teen takeovers dominating parts of the district during the weekends.
Again, they're kids. I was a kid. I want to have fun. They want to have fun. But at the same time, implementation needs to be done a little better.
The impact they're having on local businesses.
It's the end of the road for these rogue rallies. State police make multiple arrests, including a teen across central Maryland.
You know what's right or what's wrong, and you have to make a decision to do better.
Neighbors fed up with these illegal car meetups.
And we're tracking that summer-like heat out there as we look ahead towards tomorrow, but could even be hotter for Wednesday and Thursday. More on that coming up.
Caught in the buff, police using drone technology to track down the bare-naked suspect accused of breaking into Northern Virginia homes.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. I hope you all are prepared as we take a live look outside right now. We're starting our work week on the warm side. A live look right now at the Kennedy Center. You can see in the distance even the Ferris wheel, so it's pretty clear. But get out those shorts and tank tops now.
Absolutely. Chief Meteorologist Jackie Layer is here. And Jackie, I mean, we could be seeing record temps this week.
Yeah, not only that, but our first 90-degree day potentially could be as early as tomorrow, if not tomorrow. Right, it's going to be Wednesday. So one of the days this week is going to be our first 90-degree day. And not only that, we could be seeing that still through at least Thursday. So we could see 3 consecutive days of 90-degree heat. So that'll be something that we're going to continue to monitor, considering when you have 3 days in a row of the 90s, that's a heat wave. And the last time we had an April heat wave, we had to go back to 2002. So it's been a little while since we've seen at least 3 days in a row of 90-degree heat. So that'll be something we're going to continue to keep a close eye on through at least Thursday. But temperatures out there right now still on the very warm side. We're into those lower 70s for much of the area at this point. That's a little bit warmer than yesterday around this time, running at least 10, even close to 15 degrees warmer than we were this time last night. Now overnight tonight, only dropping back down upper 50s to lower 60s. So still remaining mild overnight tonight. So that's what we start off with tomorrow morning. And then we see those temperatures warming up very quickly. Back in the middle 70s by 10 a.m. by 2 p.m. Partly sun-filled skies with those highs into this upper 80s. Very, very close to 90 for much of the area tomorrow. And then, like I mentioned, we're still tracking the 90s out there for Wednesday and Thursday. I'll go over those records that we could potentially breaking out there over the next couple of days coming up.
All right, Jackie, we'll see you then. It was another chaotic weekend in the district.
Neighbors in the Navy Yard say that teens are taking over, causing all sorts of mayhem, even though police have put in place those special curfew zones, banning large groups of them from gathering in the area.
And DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live tonight. Daniel, this is really impacting nearby businesses.
It is, Chris and Susan. Businesses worry that all this chaos right near their restaurants will discourage people from coming to Navy Yard on the weekends, especially for a new sushi restaurant called Takumi, which just opened its doors. This was the scene Saturday night outside the Navy Yard Metro Station on Half Street. Hordes of teens blocking the intersection.
You know, it's not summer yet.
Estefanos Loseged is a bartender at Takumi, which had its soft opening a week ago.
Fight happened right in front of the Takumi. You know, kids slammed on the glass.
DC police say Saturday night groups briefly engaged in disorderly activity before dispersing. No criminal offenses occurred.
Cops being here kind of helps, the safety measures. But cops being here can also intimidate people to come out because you will just order and nobody wants to go out when it's that hectic.
Again and again, we hear the same thing from parents in D.C.
There's not enough things for teens to do.
And so the Department of Parks and Recreation held an event for teens Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10 p.m. at Randall Rec Center. But this video is from around 9:30 Saturday night.
It is very disappointing to see that even with the provision of these safe spaces that negative events continue to happen.
And MPD says they will be maintaining a big presence throughout spring break to ensure safety. The actual ability to declare these youth curfew zones expires on Wednesday. The DC Council will then vote next Tuesday on whether to extend that ability permanently and on an emergency basis. We're live in Navy Yard. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, Daniel, thanks for that update. We are following breaking news out of Maryland. A multi-car crash on the outer loop of the Beltway, hurting an infant and 3 other people. Investigators say this is a 4-car collision that happened just past exit 17 in Prince George's County. And take a look, you can see it sent one car right onto its roof and caused a major traffic backup, closing down several lanes. This is a developing situation, and we will be sure to stay on top of the very latest and bring you the details on air and online at dcnewsnow.com.
We have an update tonight on a story we first brought you over the weekend. A missing 16-year-old Virginia boy is back home safe following an urgent search. Toby Obakoya was found this morning, but police are not saying how or where he was found. The teen had not been seen since leaving Washington Liberty High School in Arlington Thursday afternoon. Virginia State Police issued a Cody alert for Toby Saturday. Those are for children who are missing under suspicious, unconfirmed, or high-risk circumstances.
A quadruple amputee and professional cornhole player officially indicted on murder charges. Maryland State's attorney announcing Dayton Weber is charged with first-degree murder. The 27-year-old is accused of shooting and killing Braddock Wells following an argument in Weber's car last month. Weber has been featured in various news programs for defying the odds when a childhood infection led to him losing both hands and feet.
Even though there's a lot of fanfare and videos and programming, from our perspective, it is still a homicide case where a young man, a father, has lost his life. And that's what we look to in how we treat it, how we respect it, and how we approach it.
Weber's defense team, though, says the shooting was in self-defense.
Well, developing now at 9, Maryland police make several arrests as they hit the brakes on illegal car rallies over the weekend. There
have been these large reports of groups of people gathering to watch drivers race and do stunts, often causing dangerous situations there in the neighborhood. DC News Now's Ben Dennis joining us live.
All right, so Ben, you recently covered a car meetup that really rattled neighbors. What do we know about these latest illegal rallies?
Hey there, guys. That's right. Well, Maryland State Police say they arrested 3 people, all young, got 2 guns off the streets when they centered their focus here in Montgomery County, in Prince George's, and Howard counties. And take a look at this. This is one of the 2 guns they say that they have recovered. Now, this investigation is, of course, the latest in several car rallies that we have reported on. Check out the video here. Just a couple of weeks ago in the Chevy Chase, Bethesda area, authorities cracked down on this. Neighbors were woken to the loud noises on the street where officers were chasing down several drivers driving recklessly. Now, one local business owner complained to me about having to pick up trash after these tire marks were spotted near his business, where one of these incidents happened over the weekend in Prince George's County. Troopers say their car rally task force teamed up with local cops, cracking down on 4 gatherings Friday night into Saturday. They allege they prevented crowds of up to 300 people from disorderly conduct, blocking roads, and crowds including young people.
A lot of the things that we had accessible to us growing up are not there for them, where we had mall jobs or just jobs in general, things to look forward to for the summer. They've even taken Six Flags away from the kids. There's not a lot of things to keep the children busy anymore. We can't rely on social media, video games, and all of that. And that's not just on the parents, that's on the community as a whole.
All right, so Ben, do we know more about who was arrested?
Yes, police say that an 18-year-old was arrested along with a 19-year-old. The 18-year-old facing several charges, including reckless endangerment and having a loaded firearm. The 19-year-old with resisting arrest. There was also a 17-year-old, unnamed because they are under the age of 18, from Fairfax County, who allegedly had also gotten into a brush with the law, possessing a loaded gun with a removed serial number. I asked another local neighbor if she thinks this all just comes down to parents making sure they know where their kids are at.
By the time you get to elementary school, you know what's right or what's wrong, and you have to make a decision to do better. And a lot of times when you talk about crime, it's not necessarily bad parenting or lack of policing or lack of oversight. It's people making poor choices.
And state police say that another 17-year-old was detained. They were not arrested, though they were found with a fake gun. They were released to their parents. In Montgomery County, Ben Dennis, DC News Now.
All right, Ben, all new tonight. The clock is ticking. We are just hours from Virginia's midnight deadline on whether more than 1,000 bills will become law. Now, we know Governor Abigail Spanberger will not sign dozens of tax bills. That's because they never reached her desk. Bills on state sales tax, expansion on gym memberships, dog walking, tax on large employers, and retail deliveries like Uber Eats or DoorDash never made it through the General Assembly. Now, Spanberger did sign a gun bill into law requiring an increased oversight from gun retailers. She also signed measures on energy costs, school improvements, and raising the minimum wage. And she vetoed bills to bring a casino to Fairfax County and legalize skill games. Those are the slot-like machines found at many truck stops in convenience stores.
In the district, the mayor's budget proposal revealing that she was again going to be cuts to the Pay Equity Fund. The initiative helps increase the salaries of early childhood educators to get them close to teacher salaries in hopes of keeping more preschool educators on board. But Mayor Muriel Bowser argues that families living in the district are really more concerned about affordable child care and is proposing a focus on additional subsidies there instead. It has advocates fearful this will lead to dire consequences.
We'll certainly see a mass exodus of educators. Our over 700 educators currently funded through the Pay Equity Fund have bachelor's degrees and are completely qualified to go teach at DC public schools. For those who stay behind, they'll likely be facing pay cuts.
The funding proposal now goes to the council and could restore the money as they have done in the past. They're going to take up a first vote on June 9th. And
we now know what made it into Bowser's last budget as DC's mayor. Comes at a tough time financially for the city, where she's facing shortfalls due in a large part to cuts to the federal workforce. It includes a more than $21 billion spending plan that would prioritize education and health care. The mayor is speaking out, pushing back against what she's facing on what programs will be cut under the proposal.
Nobody is saying that the programs that have had to take a cut aren't worthwhile programs. What we're saying is our level of growth right now doesn't support them because they have unsustainable growth. So if we want to get back there, we have to be able to invest in growth.
Bowser says she wants to bring more grocery stores and affordable housing towards 7 and 8. Those neighborhoods are in Southeast D.C. She also wants to redevelop federally owned buildings she says are underutilized in Southwest D.C.